We both here, standing on business with no fear. I mean that. It's the ring champs when the smoke clears.
Yeah, kick it with Ak Barak. You know what I mean? Get on the show. You know, and show them that I'm a boxing historian. They say don't get high on your own supply. So sometimes I smoke too much of that shit and I be forgetting. And I pulled up yesterday talking about where y'all at? I don't see no trucks out here or nothing. He like, it's tomorrow. I was like, I just rode an hour and 20 minutes for nothing. You know, they both have a lot of passion for boxing. And when you're doing something you love, you know, it come across in the work. So you could tell it was a passion. You know, I think if I'd have caught him in the gym, you know, back in our primes, I think I'd have roughed both of them up. But, you know, that's something else.
What up, fight fans? It's your boy Ak.
And I'm Barak, the boxing bully.
And it's another episode of Ring Champs on the Road, and we have a special guest friend to the room, my guy, Gillie Da King, right?
The boxing expert.
No, we're gonna get into all of that. He says he's a boxing expert. We're about to put him to the
boxing
test.
expert, Gillie Da King.
Can you be a boxing expert if you favor Philly fighters
you
all
biased as hell.
the time?
I don't favor Philly fighters all the
Now
time.
that's
It just
a
so
cap.
happened
That
that
Philly fighters are great.
Philadelphia has some great
That's true.
Philadelphia fighters right now.
How many
That's
times,
true.
okay, in the last 5 years, how many times you been wrong about Philly fighters? A few times.
A few times.
Few times.
Few times.
Few times.
Not too many though.
Thanks for joining us, man.
Absolutely.
It's been, we've never sat down in person. We've done it on IG
Right.
a few times. And to your credit, you are a knowledgeable boxing. And I don't even want to call you just a fan. I would say you an enthusiast.
I would say that, and I think it's clear on your show because of the questions that you asked, that you more knowledgeable than the casual fan.
Right.
Obviously, you know the ins and outs.
Right.
Yeah. But before we get into that, like, I want to talk about, because boxing is a competitive sport, you're a competitive person, just period, right? Like, and I'll be talking smack on IG with you about getting on the court, just about competing. And I've seen you, boy, you can shoot, right?
No, I can do more than shoot, brother.
You can handle the ball
dribble,
a little bit.
I can pass, I can shoot.
When did Gillie
It's a
become
little
an
different.
athlete, though?
He gave real dudes
I've been
buckets.
an athlete. We talking all public Philadelphia.
That's what I'm saying, since you was young.
Yeah, man. We talking about, you know, top guards in the city, me, Rashid Bey, and Sean Smith. Like,
Organized ball.
public league. We talking about, I was the hood savior in basketball.
Was this before rap?
Yeah.
I'm saying,
I
like,
didn't grow up rapping.
okay, so you started rapping, you decided that you could write later on in life as a young
Bro,
adult.
I ain't even decide I could write. I was in my freshman year in college, playing around. We was all on the team. We used to smoke weed. One of my homies had a little setup in his room, where as though he had a mic and, you know, we used to just smoke some weed. He'd throw a beat on it. We just be playing. It was more like on some funny shit, just saying
like a hobby,
anything.
yeah.
And then one day we was like, we gonna write something and we gonna come back and record it. And when I wrote something.
So was that the birth of you becoming a hip hop artist?
Listen, right, you gotta understand, right? And this is no lie. I had one rap. My one rap might have been the best rap in Philadelphia.
This is before you were on or anything like.
Bro, this is before I didn't rap.
16 bars or?
No, I didn't even know how to count bars.
Oh, you
so
just
it
had a
was
long-
it probably was like 32 bars, maybe
Right.
48
Right.
bars.
Right.
I could go anywhere and rap that one verse, and it wasn't a nigga out there that could had nothing.
Well,
like,
maybe the circles you was in,
bro,
though. Who was you around with
bro,
this
you gotta
one rap?
understand, bro. You gotta understand.
I ain't
right?
trying to say it wasn't good, but
The fourth song I ever did was #1 on Power 99 on the countdown. So I'm an independent artist. I'm not even known yet like that. But in Philadelphia, is like they do a 9 at 9 countdown where they do the top 9 songs. The top 8 songs was people that was fucking on. #2, Destiny's Child, Pay My Automobile or some shit like that. And then it's like #1, Love for Gillie. That was the 4th song I ever did in my life, bro.
how old were you?
I was like 21, 22.
Damn, you ain't really know much about music.
I mean,
So
I
were
grew
you
up listening to
committed
music,
to it
but I
at
didn't
that
grow
time?
up. I never had cable TV growing up. So I didn't grow up watching
neither did I.
videos. I wanted to be fucking Michael Jordan, bro. Isaiah Thomas. I ain't want to be no fucking rapper. Wallo was rapping his whole life.
Was he good
No.
when he was major figures?
He was like,
So why was he in the group? Because he just your cousin.
he was rapping. He was more excited about me rapping than I was. Come on, cuz you that. Like, you gotta understand.
He was your cheerleader.
When he heard the first rap, I would come pick him up and he would be like, take me up here real quick. I gotta go holler at somebody. The whole time it's some rap niggas. I don't know, I pull up, we jump out, and then he like, my cousin hot. Like, I'm like, oh, what the fuck, nigga? You said you had to come up here to see some niggas, man.
Setting you up.
Like, and then you gotta understand, he would be like, he only got one rap, but you know how crazy that shit sound to niggas that rap?
Sound crazy.
You know how diabolical that sounds to niggas that really rap, that's been doing this shit, that rap their whole life?
Right.
And then I rap my one rap, and them niggas is sitting there like, and then they like rap something else. And I'm like, I don't got nothing else. And they like, nigga, how you rap that good, nigga, and you ain't got nothing else? And I'm like, cause I ain't a rapper, nigga.
Right.
Fuck is you talking about? He's on some dumb shit.
Bringing me up there doing this.
Like literally, like that's how it went. Like even the days we went to the studio, I didn't even know we was going to the studio. Like he was like, cuz let's go in. We pull up and then we get in there and we in the studio and I'm like, what's up? Like, no, let's just see if we can lay something real quick. Like he was like finessing a nigga. Like I was like, no, bro, let's go get some money. Nigga, you know how many times I told Wallo, how many fucking times I gotta tell you ain't no fucking rapper, man?
You know what I'm getting from this story though? This is crazy though. He started your rap career, basically kind of pushed you into that. Mm-hmm. And he started you with this podcast because you ain't want to do the podcast, and now look how successful you are. So two things
Well, I can't say because initially...
You started before him.
When I was going to do the podcast, initially it wasn't even going to be with Wallo initially. But then some time went by, and then what we was doing on social media, just being us, was growing. Yeah. And then one day, it wasn't even like we was like, oh, let's do the podcast. One day, an article just came across him, and it said, Spotify allocates $421 million to podcasts in the first quarter. And he sent it to me and said, read this, cuz. And all I needed to see was that part. I was like, wait, the first fucking quarter is from fucking January to fucking April. Right. They gave out $421 fucking million. Break them fucking microphones out. Because even before, like, Wallo had came home, people was like, yo, you need a YouTube channel, you need a podcast. I ain't even know what the fuck a podcast was.
And that's off your Instagram, what you was doing on Instagram.
I was giving $1 million worth of game since 2012.
That's true.
You feel what I'm saying? So it was a brand that was building up.
Did you come up with that phrase?
Yes. Bro, I could show you a video of me, Meek Mills, a guy named Black De Niro, somebody else. We in the studio.
Right.
We in the booth. In the studio. It's 2009. And I look at the camera and say, I give you niggas $1 million worth of game for free, but you niggas don't listen.
Wow, 2009.
Right. I put out an album called $1 million worth of game in like 2015. So that's always been my shit. I always been giving game to niggas that needed it. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta understand, at one time in Philadelphia, right? Now let me tell you this. I never in my life worked for the radio station. ever. The narrative in the streets was if you wanted to get on the radio, you had to go through Gillie.
What? How so, though? Explain that.
Because Gillie was a kid who understood business. So every PD, every MD, anybody that ever meant anything to Philadelphia radio,
Right.
Gillie knew. From Helen Little to Thea Mitchell to Keshawn Powell to Kobe Kobe to DC to Cosmic Kev to DJ Diamond Cuts to Touch Tone to everybody. I knew him. DJ Cosmic Kev was the biggest DJ. He introduced your records to the streets. I had a relationship with him. So a motherfucker would come to me and be like, because he was a person you couldn't really get to. I'm accessible, I'm in the streets, I'm at the studios, a motherfucker would be hot, and I'll be like, yo, okay, you need to check this nigga out, man, this nigga shit. This nigga doing his thing, he coming up, he on, and then that nigga shit would be on the radio.
You was A&R for free.
That's why when I called myself the King of Philly, it didn't have nothing to do with music sales, how many records you sold. It had to do with, I was the go-to nigga. I was the nigga that was helping niggas. I was the nigga that said, damn, look how down south work. Them niggas win because they all stick together. You will hear stories about two niggas from down south beefing with each other, and then next thing you know, them niggas got a record together. So them niggas was able to say, man, fuck what we got going on. Let's get some money together. Let's turn this negative into a positive and get some money together. Let's feed our families off this shit. Philly was on some, man, fuck you, nigga, let's shoot each other and die. So I was like, you know what? I gotta kind of change the narrative around this motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? That's when I did a song called Get Down on the Ground. That was a crazy song in the area, blew it. And I did a remix and I put everybody from Philly on the remix that was popping.
To bring people together.
Anybody you ever helped that made it pretty big?
What you mean?
Anybody that you ever helped get on the radio, or you gave a connect with somebody and you helped them get a deal?
It was a lot of artists that came out of Philadelphia. You feel what I'm saying? I've assisted Meek Mills in some shit. When you 18, you 19, you coming in the game, you need assistance. You don't know shit. You don't know, you feel what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? One time him and Cosmic Kev went through something and I helped them straighten that out.
Squash that up.
That's all it was.
But when you were young, but when Wallo went to prison, right? Take me back to, because this was the narrative, and even from Brooklyn, New York, when people started to become aware of who Gillie was, they saw you as, I don't know if this is true, but there was rumors that you were writing for Wayne. You were writing for certain artists on Young Money. I never knew that to be true or false, but talk to me about how those rumors started and why.
I mean, those rumors, well, I don't know if they rumors, but they came about when Wayne dissed me in a song called Problem Solver.
But you were affiliated with Young Money.
Yeah, I was.
With
No,
Cash
I was
Money. Cash
affiliated
Money.
with
Cash Money.
You
So
know
how
what
did
I
that
mean?
connection happen, though?
I mean, came across Baby. You know, he said basically, if I can get out the situation that I was in, he gotta ask for me.
And he helped you get it out.
And I mean, one thing about this shit, bro, you couldn't deny niggas' talent. When you just think about this, Jay-Z tried to sign me, Rockefeller, Jay-Z and Dame Dash.
Oh, I didn't know that.
50 Cent tried to sign me, right?
Wow.
Tony Draper signed me. That's the original independent God. Suave House Records, right? Chris Swartz gave me a deal. That's the Fugees. He's responsible for the Fugees,
Right.
right? Cash Money signed me, right? After Cash Money, I was able to get a single deal with Koch, right? After that, I was able to do a joint venture deal with Tamba Ali, My brother, shout out to Tom Ali, Kansas City Chiefs, second all-time in sacks. So, for me, I was never able to get a fair shot because even when I was working with Tamba and we was able to have the finances to put in place, we will always get some kickback. Always. Like, yeah, everybody knew Gillie hot, but what? Gillie on the list.
Blackballed.
You gotta understand, I told Wallo that shit while he was in prison. He thought I was crazy. And then since he came home, at least 15 people. Because see, when you win, and you walk in the room as a winner, they feel comfortable to tell you the truth.
Oh, snap.
Because they say, damn, he got here.
Got it.
He got here.
He got here.
All the shit we was forced to do didn't hold them back. Because you can't blackball God and hard work. How you gonna do that?
Yeah.
Think about that. You gotta understand.
That's true.
I'll tell you one story. I had a record that was moving. And I'm on my way to 50 Cent house, discussing business about a deal, you know what I mean? And I'm in the car with Cosme Kev, right?
Right.
And he says, man, that record's spinning here, it's spinning there, it's spinning in this city, it's spinning in that city. Man, we really need to get Khaled on this joint. And he calls DJ Khaled right there. And DJ Khaled says, Gillie, that record's moving, Gillie. I see what you doing, Gillie. And it's like, can I get some love on it? This will really be big for me to get that market down there. I got this, I got that, I got this.
What record was that?
And get down on the ground, right?
This when Khaled was on the radio over there in Philly. I mean, in Miami.
And he said, yeah, Gillie, but is you still beefing with Lil Wayne? I was like, wait, what? Like, you a DJ.
Right.
Your job is to see hot records, identify hot records.
Play 'em.
And play hot records.
Right.
I was on a record label where somebody took a shot at me first.
Right.
And I just responded. What does that have to do
The record being hot.
with the record being hot? And my record never got played down.
Where did the shot come from Lil Wayne?
It's a song called Problem Solver.
No, I'm saying what provoked him, in your
Bro,
opinion?
you would have to sit down with Wayne and ask him that. I don't know. At the end of the day, I never took it personal. I just took it like, okay, it's some rap shit. Let's rap
And he
then.
responded.
You think you better than me? Well, let's rap then. That's all it was.
Yeah.
You took a shot at me,
Has there ever been a conversation since then with him, you and Wayne?
No, I bumped into him one time, but it wasn't really no conversation. It was
Right.
more like, bro, it's not no beef.
Yeah.
It was never no real issues.
Yeah. So Wallo says a lot of jokes. You guys are hilarious together. And I realize, talking to you now, I realize that y'all really like that. But he always joke about your rap career. Oh, failed rapper, this, that, and the third. But what does he really feel about your rap talent?
No, he know I was that nigga. You think he don't know that?
You can't tell with Wallo.
I mean, understand this. I haven't had a job. Like, when Wallo came home, I was still rapping. No disrespect, but like, I was doing all right. I wasn't like super rich, but a nigga wasn't super fucking broke either.
Right.
So when we play with each other, we playing with each other. That's the beautiful thing about us, is that we could say anything to each other and neither one of us take nothing personal.
Right, yeah.
Because we already know how we feel about each other. We already know the love is real. We already know that the connection is there. We understand this shit is entertainment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I say a lot of shit about Wallo that ain't real. Some shit I say that is real.
Yeah.
He gave up a little ass in prison.
Stop it.
Like, some shit I say be real, you know what I mean? But We don't judge.
Stop it.
We don't judge. You know what I mean? Like, we not here for that.
Stop it.
You know what I
Stop
mean?
it, Gillie.
If you did 20 years in jail and wasn't a tough guy, didn't have an ounce of toughness in you, you don't think one night one of them horny niggas got some ass. I'm just saying, I'm just asking. Like,
maybe so. Maybe you did. I see your theory.
Let's keep it real. You feel
There's a possibility.
There's a possibility. That's what I'm saying.
He'll never admit it though. When's the last time you wrote a rap?
It's probably been about 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Whoa.
So
7 years ago.
I'm going somewhere with this, right? Because Joe Budden, right? Somebody is in the space too. He's one of the pioneers too for podcasting. Also, a great lyricist, in my opinion. He can rap. And then he got to a point where he said he'll never rap again or whatever. I don't know, because of the success of the pod. Do you have any passion for rap? Do you ever get any urge to listen to music and say, I can still rap with these dudes? Do you suppress that, or you just don't care anymore?
No, I don't really, I don't really have the urge to do it no more.
Okay.
If I had the urge to do it, I have the biggest opportunity to do it right now. But right now, it ain't about me, it's about New York, LA. Feel me? That's who it's about. And this debut album that's about to come out. Feel me? That's featuring 21 Savage, Rob 49, Trippie Redd, G Herbo.
You talking about your daughter?
Yeah, congrats on that deal that she got as well.
So, you feel me?
That's what you...
Like, as we speak right now, I have a label with Epic. Shout out to Sony, Epic, the whole team. Shout out to Zeke, shout out to Jan, shout out to Jen. Shout out to everybody that's helping us create and put this amazing project together. Hitmaker, Ron E, everybody behind the scenes, man. That's doing their thing to help us put this masterpiece together.
And it is a masterpiece. I've heard some of the records. When did you know that she was that skilled?
I mean...
When did you find out?
It kind of like snuck up on me, you know what I mean?
Talk about it.
And she kind of, I think, wrote a song to me. I wasn't really a fan of that shit. You know what I mean? So I wanted her to do something that represented her. Don't do something that you think is
hot right now, yeah.
Do something that represents you. Always be the best version of yourself. And then she went behind my back and she got with Wallo. And Wallo sent her to the studio and she started doing music that represented herself. And then after being in the studio for some time, I started, kind of like, what the fuck's going on? Like, how the fuck is my daughter in the most expensive studio in Philadelphia for 4 months straight and she ain't asked me for a goddamn dime and then who the fuck taking advantage of my baby? You feel
and
me?
there was Wallo paying for it.
And then when shit finally got hot, they had to
come clean.
They had to play some songs. And then when the songs got played, I was like, oh, holy shit.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So all you gotta do as, a child of mine, just show me that you're serious about something. And then if I see that you're serious and I believe that this is something that you want and it's not something that you're doing because you think it's the cool thing to do or the hip thing to do or you know what I mean? This is something that you really want in your fucking soul.
Right.
Then I'm gonna back you 100%. You know what I mean? But you can't get the easy way out. You can't, you gotta understand, my daughter been having millions of monthly listeners for a long time now.
Wow.
And I told her, I said, baby, it's not that, because she never asked, am I getting signed? Am I getting a deal? All she ever asked was, could I go to the studio? And I told her, I said, baby, listen to me. You're one of the hottest artists in the world. But God will not bless you until you put those 10,000 hours in. Because why is he to bless you over another artist that's out here and that's really putting the work in? So you gotta match the work, and then talent is gonna speak for himself. She didn't do nothing but was a horse with the blinders on and went to work. And that's why she's in the position now that she's in. So shout out to her for being focused, being on point, and, you know, being a student of the game. And not willing to learn, willing to try shit, willing to, you know, come out of her normal box to do other things. And that's the true, you know, well, that's what true artists, great artists do.
So no features, no Gillie features on her record.
Nah, man. I ain't trying to live a second childhood off my daughter.
Oh,
Right.
nice,
You know,
nice.
This her ball game now.
No
Right.
doubt.
I just want to assist you.
What's the name of your label?
$1 million worth of game entertainment.
Oh, okay. So this historical one rap that started your career, do you remember any bars from it?
No, but Wallo would. If you called him up, he would remember it.
Bar
That's
for
how
bar?
Bro, he wanted to be his big cousin, man. Once he knew, like, no, my cousin nice.
Right.
Like, I was always the young boy in the hood, slick talking, got the girls. You feel what I'm saying? So none of that was ever. I always had the slickest mouthpiece. I was the nigga you did not want to bust with in the hood, none of that shit. I'm gonna get you out of here, and then everybody gonna be laughing at you, nigga. Stop playing. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
I think you showed that on Instagram, like how clever you are with
feel
it.
me? So I just was always a slick talking motherfucker. You know what I mean? So when it came to rapping, I just was talking slick. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it was easy, like.
You know, I do think you are a slick talker, and I've seen you crush all your friends around you, everybody in all of these videos. What about Cam Newton, when you guys were going back and forth? Do you feel like he was a good opponent when it comes verbally?
No. No. Because
I was
okay.
like, Gillie's nice,
Okay.
but he wasn't bad.
No, Cam wasn't bad. Cam was entertaining.
That's what I'm saying.
But when you saying entertaining, he passed the board on that. But when you're saying speaking facts,
Okay.
see, the facts is that Jalen Hurts is either, since becoming a full-time starter, Jalen Hurts is either the #1 or the #2 most winning quarterback in the league. What we talking about? He's been a starter for 5 years. We've been to 5 playoffs, 2 Super Bowls. You know he's won more regular season games than Patrick Mahomes since he's been a full-time starter. You didn't know that, huh? Oh, okay, cool. Do you know that his record against the people that's supposed to be the top 5 quarterbacks in the league is like 13-3? Did you know he's 3-2 against Patrick Mahomes? Oh, see, I speak facts. I don't get emotional, and I don't.
The tight pants might have been emotional.
No, that was entertainment.
That was the entertainment part.
We said we gotta be entertainers too, right?
Yeah.
So when I dressed up like him, I kind of looked like him too, didn't I? When I had the glasses with the wig, I looked like him about 95 pounds less, right?
So what's your relationship now? Is there a relationship?
Me and Cam is good, man.
Yeah, that's cool.
Let me just tell you something, bro. I've been in real shit out here as a kid. Instagram and social media is social media, bro. You see, when I seen Cam, I ran up on him. Yeah. Did Cam look like it was an issue, or did he say, ah, when he heard my voice? Didn't even turn around, he just heard my voice and knew it was me.
Right.
And we embraced each other and dapped each other up. So, bro, this is entertainment. We two guys in a certain space, and if we disagree on something, and you know, we want to go back and forth.
Yeah, but that has to come with a certain level of maturity, and obviously you guys are there. Because you are in the entertainment business, you know that these guys who are in the entertainment business be beefing for real sometimes. once somebody feels disrespected or slighted, now they want to go further.
Well, you can't slight me. Bro, I know who I am. See, a lot of niggas that get slighted, they don't know who they is when they look in the mirror. That's why a nigga can make a comment, a nigga can say something about them that really don't matter in life, but it matters to them. Bro, my kids is healthy, my grandkids is healthy, my bills is paid, my wife is taken care of, my house is taken care of, I got a relationship with God. You think I give a fuck about what you saying? What? 9 times out of 10, if you anywhere around my age and you're on social media talking negative shit, life kicked your ass, man. You probably somebody's grandfather, man. Imagine your grandfather being on social media talking crazy.
Nah.
Think about that.
Crazy. Yeah.
I'm somebody's grandfather, bro. You think I give a fuck about what you talking about? When we was kids, right? And we were supposed to be young, wild, and free, you would have never talked that shit to me, man. But now, we somebody's grandfather, and you wanna act tough. Guess what, nigga? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. There's a bunch of weirdo ass niggas out here taking shots at me on social media. Think about that. You be like, who was you in your 20s? Well, you wasn't nobody. You wasn't nobody in your 30s. You wasn't even nobody in your 40s. Until you started talking shit online about niggas that's really doing things. So come on, man. That's the game we live in. That's the world we live in at this point.
Right.
That's the world that we live in. And either you could take part in that shit, either you could be a clown in a circus, or you could sit back and watch the circus. I sit back and watch them niggas. That's all.
I want to ask you this question. I mean, you obviously suffered a loss in losing your son. What was the biggest, I guess, how has that changed you in how you approach life in general? Like, is there something specific that you just have shifted in your life since that?
I mean, when you believe in God, you know what I mean? I ain't second guessing nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, you take the good with the bad that come with life. That just was a bad point and a bad moment in my life. You know what I mean? But every day I wake up, you know what it is. Bismillah Rahman Rahim, Hamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, Rahman Rahim, Maliki Yawmid. You know what it is. I'm bumping my head, bro, because I really believe. So in life, you gotta take the good with the bad, man. And how I'm cut, I'm built for it tough, man. Do I go through my moments? Yes, for the rest of my life, I'm probably gonna have a shitload of 3-minute outbursts because that's all they last. Anybody that's been through what I've been through, they know exactly what I'm talking about. They have a bunch of 3 to 5 minute episodes where you gotta let that shit out. You gotta let it out. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. Hotels, airports, motherfucking restaurants. If it come upon me, I let that shit out. And then I get my shit together and it's chin up and it's chest out. Every time.
What gets you through those moments? Is it prayer?
I mean, what get me through those moments is that I understand that I got kids that lost a brother. Stop bitching, nigga. Man up. Because the reality of it is that my kids was probably closer to their brother than I was to my son. All of my kids is around the same age, 28, 27, 26, 24. Like, all my kids is around the same age. So they all grew up together. It's not like, oh, one is 18 and one is 11, and no, they all the same fucking age, pretty much. So They grew up together. The reality of it is that my kids was probably closer to their brother than I was to my son. So I got a man to fuck up for them. I got a man up because he got a fucking son that he left out here in the world that's never gonna have a relationship with his father. So guess who he gotta have a relationship with? In a special relationship, Pop.
Yeah, that's right.
So when you ain't got no choice, what else you gonna do?
What kept you from crashing out? Was it the love and the community you had?
I mean, what kept me from crashing out is that I'm a grown-ass man. And I understand how life works. And I understand that as a young adult, if you place yourself in certain environments, certain things can happen. And we have young adults out here that every day they place themselves in a certain environment because they believe it's cool, it's hip, it's street, and things like this happen. And that's just the reality of this shit. Yeah. So when you understand the reality of it, you have to deal with it in the reality. That's all I know how to do. You feel what I'm saying? Somewhere right now is a kid, it's kids somewhere right now that's grew up in a great neighborhood. And I'm not even speaking on my son's situation, I'm just speaking in general. That grew up in a great neighborhood. They got every chance, every opportunity to be great. But somewhere along the line, their parents is like, what the fuck is going on that my son grew up hanging with these kids? These is his real friends. But now he hangs with these fucking kids. Who the fuck are these kids and where did they come from? His parents every day that's going
Why do you
through
think
shit.
that happens? Why do you think a kid can grow up in, let's say, this neighborhood and go to a great high school and have good people around him, but end up in that neighborhood with those kids?
Because he's infatuated with the shit that he don't understand. Feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He sees some shit, he looking at it from afar, that shit look cool. See, what most kids don't understand that live outside the ghetto is that most motherfuckers that live in the ghetto,
Want to get out.
they didn't choose to be there. They would love to live in a nice fucking house, never worry about what the fuck you gonna eat, walk to the pantry, it's filled with fucking snacks. You go in the ghetto and you say, what's a pantry? Most motherfuckers don't even know it because nobody got a pantry in a fucking house in the ghetto.
Yeah, that's true.
I was an adult when I found out what a pantry was.
My grandmother had a
I
pantry.
never had a pantry.
In South Carolina, that's why I know
Think
what a
about
pantry
that.
is.
I was a
I got a
fucking
pantry now.
adult when a motherfucker said, no, go get the chips out the pantry. And I was like sitting there like, what the fuck is he talking about?
The food pantry, the church, they
was
give
like,
out the free food.
The fuck is, so at the end of the day, like, when you don't know, you don't know.
Right.
And some people get, their antennas go up, they want to be a part of, you feel what I'm saying? What they think and what looks to them as exciting. It don't even look dangerous. It looks exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until they in it, until
Until
they
they
in the
in
mix.
it.
and real shit happens.
And then the reality of it is, when you get in the mix, you such a square that you would never see 90% of the shit that's coming.
Yeah. Yeah, you be sleep, you get caught slipping.
What's up, folks? It's Barak, the boxing bully, and we teamed up with DraftKings Sportsbook. It's the ultimate destination on betting on the big fights coming your way this year. You're 23 years old, undefeated, unified champion, and what do? You go get the guy who's not a champion, but the guy that the fans want to see you fight. Boots Ennis. Shout out to Xander Zayas for taking on the toughest fight in the division, if not the craziest thing that a 23-year-old man can do. This is a tough fight for both guys. First of all, Xander Zayas is a big 154-pounder, and he knows how to apply pressure. He also knows how to box. Oh my God, you got this guy from Philly. He is ridiculous. Ennis, he can do everything. He can box from the right-handed stance. He can box from the left-handed stance. He can box going forward, box backing up. Listen, we got two guys in their prime. They're both undefeated. If you miss this, you don't like boxing. We've partnered with DraftKings Sportsbook to give you guys an incredible offer. New customers can bet $5 and get $100 in bonus bets instantly. The crown is yours. Sign up using our promo code ATSFights. DraftKings has something for every sports fan. So what you waiting for? Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now and use our promo code ATSFights to level up your fight night experience. Most Valuable Promotions and Netflix are putting together a blockbuster main event featuring a triple headliner of fan favorite fighters on Saturday, May 16th. For the main event, it's Ronda Rousey. That's right, she's back to shake up the world of combat sports with her first fight in nearly a decade. And she's taking on fellow MMA women's pioneer, Gina Carano. Combat sports icon Nate Diaz will face platinum Mike Perry, pitting two of the sport's toughest competitors against each other. Francis Ngannou, widely regarded as the hardest puncher in MMA history, will also be facing off against Felipe Lins, a heavyweight bout you won't want to miss. 5 rounds, 5 minutes each, one chance to leave it all in the cage. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Watch Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano live, only on Netflix, Saturday, May 16th at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific.
Before you and Wallo took off, what was the plan? Like, you said you were doing all right, you were still rapping, I guess, when he came home, but I don't think either you imagined, I know Wallo's a big dreamer, but that it would get to where it got to, right? $1 Million with the game. I remember you on the couch with old girl, and then it morphed into, it's safe to say you two are two of the pioneers in this space that really, you know what I'm saying, amongst our guys, Stack and Matt and those who, so what was your plan before that?
I mean, before that, you know, I still was, you know, I was making money from social media.
Okay, from Instagram.
Yeah, from
Danny's Auto.
No, not just that, because it's stock and shit invested in that.
I
type
knew it
of
had
shit.
to be something.
So, but I was doing marketing and promotion for certain companies, and they was really paying me my worth.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, you know, I was figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you switching fields and you doing shit, you figuring it out. Once I figured that angle of it out, I was like, okay, bet.
You eating off of that? Yeah.
Okay, this shit is really coming.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And then when the podcast shit opened up and we signed the first deal, and then we signed the second deal, and you know, when people see me shed tears in a video where we signing the contract, people mistaking that all wrong, brother.
Right.
I'm not signing because of the dollar amount on this contract. I'm signing because of the journey that it took to get to this fucking point.
Right,
You
that's
feel what
where
I'm saying?
tears come from.
That everybody like motherfuckers see me and be like, damn, how much money did it take for you to start crying? Dog, I wasn't crying.
I didn't get that from that.
I wasn't crying about no fucking money, bro. Y'all don't understand the fucking journey that it took to get to this point. Exactly. I was more happier for my fucking cousin than I was for myself. This man just was in jail for 7,300 fucking days.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He fucking cried too. It just wasn't on camera.
Right.
Because of the conversation that we had off of camera before we fucking signed the deal. it was like, damn, cuz, I'm fucking proud of you, cuz. You a bad motherfucker, man. You was locked up for 7,300 days, my nigga. And now you here at this point in life, cuz.
Damn, that's something to be proud of.
And it was more of him sitting there like, damn, cuz, yeah. I don't even really think about it like that, cuz my head be down so much. And you know, we just concentrate on putting the work in, you know what I'm saying? And he really wasn't appreciating that shit like he was supposed to. That's where the tears came from. It ain't had nothing to do with no fucking money. You feel what I'm saying?
Of course.
So,
before that second deal that you guys post, there was a deal with, because you might have talked about this, but there was a deal with Barstool before the second deal. So that first deal, it wasn't a gang of money, but you guys were doing all right.
the first deal was like just being roughly, it was for a few $1 million.
Right.
And then 50-50 ad rev.
Right, okay.
You feel me?
Right.
So it was a great deal. One
So,
thing I can say
still a
about
great deal.
Barstool, they always gave us great deals, even in the beginning.
Right.
You
Gave
know
you
what
what
I
y'all
mean?
was
They
worth.
always, you know, you can say what you want about Dave, but he's always been fair with us. You know
Are you
what I mean?
guys still affiliated with Barstool?
I mean, as of right now, we in the midst of doing a new deal now.
But with them?
I mean, we in the midst of
You
doing a new
weighing
deal.
your options.
With,
Weighing your options.
with
You got options. Yeah, you know what got me on this on your journey is when I saw the video where Wallo had that $1,000 and he was like, I'm gonna turn this into $100 million. That was crazy.
Right. But you gotta understand, right? Most of the people, when Wallo first came home, they was laughing at him.
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't laughing with him. They was laughing at him. He was the old head that came home from jail and was shot out, was a little crazy. He was throwed off. He was
doing his running
Right.
video.
But he wasn't old, but he act like an old head. He got that old style.
But you knew he was older because he did 20 years in jail.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
right.
You automatically, normal motherfuckers, thought he was older than actually what he was.
Because he went to jail so young.
But yeah, because 20 years just sounds so long.
Yeah, that's like you
feel
50.
what I'm saying? Right. So motherfuckers thought he was older than what he is. Like, how many motherfuckers do you be like, oh no, they did 20 years in jail, and then, no, he 37.
Yeah, that's crazy. And he's younger than you.
Right. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So.
How many years he's been home now?
9.
9 years.
9 years.
Mm-hmm.
So we will soon there'll be another deal in place for $1 million worth of game, and we'll see more, inshallah. All right, let's talk some boxing real quick, all right? Because you are the boxing expert from Philly, so you say.
See how he threw that shot at me?
Yes, we had to.
Cool.
We had to.
They throwing shots already.
No,
you know what I mean?
we're gonna decide whether you're an expert after this right here.
I'll tell you one thing.
So who's deciding if these guys are experts?
It's already decided.
The public has already decided.
Too late.
The
That's
public
their
has
show. There we go. That's a great answer. It's their show.
The reason why you sitting here.
No, but on some serious shit, Gil, I do think in your own right you're a boxing expert, right? When I talk boxing with you, it ain't just, we get into technical aspect of the sport, right? In the ring, not just, oh, I love this dude because he's from Philly.
No, because I'm an actual licensed boxing trainer.
Right.
I have my book. Like, I can teach you guys a few things in here on the training aspect that you never seen before.
I don't know. I don't know about me, maybe a couple of these dudes, but I've seen you do the pads. You see, when you see the shoulder pop like this, when you see that,
when you see
that, you already know.
When you see that, you know I know a little something, man.
All right, listen.
I seen you hit the pads before. I was like, all right.
He got some hands. He got some hands.
I say, look like he can box.
Jaron Boots Ennis, when you watch him fight, he looks very special. Like, you know, you say he's the best fighter in the world. I can see why you say that. He still has to prove it in the ring, and right now he's on a journey to do so. When was the first time you watched Boots, whether it's in the gym or in a fight, before you knew anything about him?
Well, you know, first of all, everybody know that if you want some real sparring in Philadelphia, you know where to go. Bozy's Dungeon. Bozy didn't just have boots in it. Bozy had fucking killers in that gym, man.
Right.
Took my fucking son in there. They was in there fighting each other about who was gonna spar him first. I'm like, what the fuck's going on in this joint?
Fighting to spar him.
What the fuck's going on? Like, that's like, you hear me?
Yeah.
Like, you gotta understand, when I went back to the dungeon back in the day.
So when your son was boxing?
Yeah, bro, they didn't have nothing in that motherfucker that worked. You hear me? The ropes was taped the fuck up, but the one thing you knew, you go to Bozy's dungeon, this ain't no sparring match, nigga. You're fighting for your fucking life in that joint. Any fucking fight you could possibly be in ain't gonna be as difficult as fighting at Bozy's fucking dungeon. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So, and Boots used to be in there. You gotta understand, man, Boots been fucking professional fighters up for a long time, man.
All right.
Whooping they ass, man, for a long time. Like, on the amateur circuit, whooping professional fighters' asses, man. So, if you were from Philadelphia, you know what he could do.
When did you become a fight fan, though? Who was your first?
Oh, I always loved boxing.
Since young?
Yeah, I always loved boxing, man.
But who was some of your favorite fighters growing up when you were young?
Of course, you gotta go with the Sugar Ray Leonards.
Right.
You gotta go with Pernell Whitaker. You gotta go with motherfucking, of course, Floyd, but we're around the same age, so, of course, Joe Frazier, he from Philadelphia, man. He's a legend, man.
Is he the greatest Philly fighter, in your opinion?
Absolutely, he beat Muhammad Ali, man.
Yeah, that's true.
If Muhammad Ali is the GOAT and he beat his ass, then he would have to be.
Then he got his ass whooped after.
Yeah, that's after he loaned him some money. He gave Muhammad pulled up to Philly, he loaned him some money. Show y'all thorough Philly nigga is. No, man, you know I don't like you, nigga, but you on hard times, nigga. Yeah, so let's give it up for rest in peace to that legend.
No doubt.
Right.
Yeah, that's a
you know
fact.
what I mean? But yeah, I think Joe Frazier definitely would have to be at the top of that list. Right. Definitely on the Mount Rushmore for sure.
Would Bernard Hopkins be next on that list?
He probably would have to. He probably had the longest winning streak at middleweight in
most defenses
boxing history.
10 years. Yes, he did.
Yeah, so yeah, he probably would have to be on there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So what do you think about Boots versus Sebastian Fundora, the 6'6" unified champion?
I think that Sebastian Fundora probably will be Boots' toughest fight.
I ain't never hear you hesitate that much about a Boots fight.
No, I'm a
No, I know.
Go ahead.
I think Sebastian Fundora probably would be the toughest fight just because the intangibles.
Right.
But Boots will get him out of here. When it's all said and done, he'll get him out of there.
Stop him.
Stop him. He would get him out of there. Boots would be forced to stop him because he gonna throw his hands so much that either you gonna stop him or you gonna fucking get hit with a hurricane of punches.
Right.
Like, let's be for real, the kid throws a bunch of punches, but a lot of that shit is from here.
They hard though.
They hard, but when you used to fighting motherfuckers that's bigger and you can stand in there and catch that shit and all of that right there is open, bam, bam, that shit totally different, man.
What were you saying when they was comparing Boots against Crawford years ago? Like, before he really even fought champions?
Just honestly speaking, bro, I just think it would be a great fight. You know, I think, to me, I think Terrence Crawford has, without a doubt, proved that he is the GOAT of this shit.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Like, you can say what you want, but when you, just think of how this sounds. Undisputed at 140, undisputed at 147, and then undisputed at 168.
It's crazy how you jump in like
With a
that.
strap at 154 too.
Yeah.
So, and a strap at 35,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So,
And a strap at 35.
so what we talking about is like, he's solidified who he the fuck is, man.
But I think that's a compliment to Boots, and I told him that the fact that he's such a skilled fighter and people had to go and talk about Crawford being matched up with him shows, and he is before he became champion.
Right.
He wasn't even champion.
Right.
And it was like, well, he can't beat Bud, because you think he's that good, that's
Right.
the only person you can match him up against.
Right.
So that's a compliment to him.
Right.
Whether, obviously that fight is never going
And
to
then
happen.
what's so crazy about Boots is that Boots could just box the shit out you and move the whole fight if he wanted to, and you would not hit the motherfucker one time. Like, he could just do that. He could just say, fuck it, this fight, I'm just gonna use distance, and I'm gonna fuck you up, and I'm gonna put your head in a beehive, and I'm gonna sting your shit all night, and you not gonna hit me. But he chooses to say, no, I'm gonna box
I'm
you.
gonna mix it up.
Then I'm gonna bang. Then I'm gonna box you some more. Then I'm gonna bang with you. And niggas is like,
He get hit.
he get hit. And I'm like, could you just show me one fight? Just one fight. I just want, just not two, not three, just one press conference where Boots couldn't have left the fight and went to the club.
Yeah, he don't
Yeah,
get
he's
bruised up.
not getting beat up. He ain't
Let me
getting
ask you,
beat
because
up.
you used to box.
Yeah.
Did you ever box somebody and stand in the pocket and just not get hit at all?
I mean, I've had 75 amateur fights.
But
I sparred a lot.
No.
That's hard.
No.
That's hard.
What I'm saying.
No.
Because sometimes you spar some niggas and they just
Yeah.
ass you. You
They
just
trash.
beat they ass. You wasn't there playing with them. You just doing whatever the fuck.
Nah, but a
I'm
real
talking
fight,
about
no.
exactly.
No.
So
It's impossible.
what do we be talking about?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't
not
make
realistic.
any sense.
I mean,
And plus, if it was somebody who has some pop, then he'd be smart enough to know not to get hit.
Yeah.
The same thing they used to say about Tank. Tank didn't get hit by Rolly, because Rolly could crack. Tank got him out of there.
And I think that's why people wanted to see that fight. And I'm glad it didn't happen. I truly think that Terrence is the GOAT, the greatest of all time in my opinion, right? But I think Boots can be that guy in this era, along with guys like Shakur, you know what I mean? Because we can't ignore how skilled he is.
Absolutely.
I think Boots, what he brings to the table that might be a little different. To your point, he can stay in the pocket, even though Shakur's been showing that his last two fights. He'll stay in the pocket, especially with the Cepeda fight, but Boots be trying to get you out of there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? How long would it take, in your opinion, before he is at the top of the pound for pound list? I mean, how many big fights does he need to have?
Like, at the end of the day, what's gonna happen is June 27th, he gonna put belt the ass on this kid. And then all you gonna hear was the kid was 23, he wasn't ready, but the kid's a unified champion. The kid is in a better position right now than Jaron Boots Ennis, but when he beats that kid's ass, you're gonna hear, yeah, but he was 23. Yeah, but he was...
That's just the game. Every time Crawford beat somebody, they came up with something.
No, but at the end of the day, boxing still will elevate him.
Yeah.
Boxing, because guys like us, boxing still elevates him.
Yeah,
even though the narrative might say something different.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like, they gotta elevate him because he just took 2 belts. He's a 2-time champion now, but he's never gonna truly get the credit he deserves until he's walking in the ring and the general public and Vegas believes he's an underdog. Oh, this fight might be 65-45, such and such. When he annihilates him, then he's get the credit.
Yeah.
But until then,
I think
he
you bring
wasn't
up-
gonna get the credit with Virgil Ortiz. Virgil Ortiz never fucking won nothing, bro.
It's the
Who's
last-
more decorated, Virgil Ortiz or Xander Zayas, bro?
Well, Virgil never won straps, but he
Virgil
but he
beat
got
better
he got a
opponents.
name for beating named guys.
Yeah,
he
he
beat named guys.
Madrimov.
He beat Madrimov, Solomon. He beat guys that were tough
Journeyman.
fights.
Tough journeyman.
Boots beat Stanionis.
Yeah, I mean, he became
He also
unified champion.
he also beat the guy that Bud beat.
Majimore.
No, the other guy.
Iridium or whatever his name was.
Avenise?
No, not
Ebenezer.
Avenisa. No, not Avenisa.
Yeah, Bud beat him too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Bud beat it. What's the guy that everybody think rock Bud?
Kavalauskas.
Kavalauskas.
Yeah.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
Look, at the end
He
of the day,
beat good names. That's why Boots want to fight him, and he ain't got a strap.
Yeah, but like even Boots
No,
said,
Boots want to fight him because they built. You got to understand, we live in an era where the belts really don't mean shit no more.
Sometimes.
You feel what I'm saying? The
Depends on
belts.
who it is.
These fighters now fight to get the belt to be like, okay, I was a champion. My stock is up now. But let's be for real. Like some of the highest paid fucking fighters right now never even fucking won a belt, bro. Ryan Garcia was kicking fucking ass on the fucking paycheck side of things all the way up into it.
That's a 1%. That's
He's
a
in the
1%.
Virgil Ortiz is getting some nice ass checks,
Yeah,
bro.
like
He's not getting checks of that of a nigga that didn't win a belt.
no, he's getting.
He might
more
be getting a
than-
little bit more.
A little bit
get
more.
more.
But
Bro,
most of the time you need a belt.
Cowboy Stadium, ain't he?
Yeah, but most of
You think a
but
nigga
he ain't
fight
making
that
10,
Cowboy?
he ain't making 10 million.
But bro.
So what I'm saying is
hold
most
on,
of the
bro.
time you need a belt.
But hold on, bro. To make $3 million
That's a lot.
and to never been a world champion.
He beat good names. He beat good
Do
names.
you get what I'm saying?
No, I get your point.
You get what I'm saying.
He beat former champions.
He didn't beat the person that currently got the fucking belt right now.
I got you.
right.
I got you.
So he's never been a champion.
No, what I'm saying, we know that. We know that the belts don't matter sometimes.
Right.
But most of the time, you need that for your leverage. Most of the time in the sport,
Right.
you need that for your leverage.
Maybe Boots said that he don't think he'll get the credit till his career is over. A lot of fighters say that. Now, because he's so good, it's hard to say when he's going to be an underdog in the fight, right? Like maybe Fundora's a 50-50 fight, you know, off of his win off of Keith
Maybe
Thurman.
when he moved to 168 or something.
Yeah, maybe. He said he wants to end there, which is crazy, but he has high goals. But in this sport, it's his prize fighting, right? At the end of the day, you can't care about the credit you get from the fans. They ain't gonna take care of you at
No,
the end of the day.
exactly.
Right? You gotta get the biggest check.
Right.
In this sport, this is what I realize. As long as you keep winning, trust me, the critics, nobody, it doesn't matter. You're gonna get paid.
Right.
You're gonna get paid. Even if you ain't the craziest shit talker,
Right.
even if you don't, you know what I'm saying?
Like Terrence Crawford.
Like, you're gonna get paid.
Right.
Manny Pacquiao is the nicest person in the world and doesn't talk any shit in the world.
Right.
And he made $150 million in one fight, right? I know it was a Floyd fight, but my point is that if you keep winning, you're gonna get paid. That's it. So you don't have to, and belts, you're right, they don't matter as much. And then now we got other companies like Zuffa and all, everybody's getting involved in this sport where they're trying to kind of diminish the value of those belts. But this era fighter, including Boots, they care about belts.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He cares about being undisputed
Absolutely.
in all those weight classes.
Absolutely. I mean, but I'm not saying that the fighters don't care about belts, but what I'm saying is you got fighters out here that's getting paid more. They never won a title, but they getting paid more than champions.
No, that's true. There was a time in boxing where if you wasn't a champ, you wouldn't get no money. None.
And
You would get-
Ryan is a good example of that. He just finally
Virgil
got a
Ortiz is a great example of that, bro. Virgil Ortiz is getting paid more than probably 50% of the champions, the world champions in boxing right now.
But I got to give him credit because he's an exciting fighter. He tries to hurt you. All that plays a part. Even Tank, he was a champ here and there, but people went, Tank is a star because they want to see him fight. They want to see him knock people out. It wasn't about, what title Tank got? What he fighting for? It was about him,
Right.
the star. So
Even
boxing
Tank
is,
didn't care about the
yeah,
belts.
yeah. So this is where boxing is.
That's
but,
what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good and a
But
bad.
Tank
gift and
actually
curse.
won a title.
Yeah.
He did.
He won, he's been a world champion.
Give me your top 5 pound for pound fighters in the world right now. And I don't want to say 10 because that's a long list, but give me 5.
5, in no complete order, right?
Okay.
Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Jaron Boots Ennis, Usyk.
I was just
I was
about
just
to take
about
your
to say
boxing expert card. I was just about to take it. Good stuff.
Hold on.
Good stuff.
And
There's only one guy, in my opinion, that belongs at
I know
number-
who you thinking about. But sometimes you put somebody on
He
the spot.
he might
they can't-
say it. He
no,
might say
sometimes
it.
you put somebody on the spot. Like we was thinking about who Virgil Ortiz fought. You know, you gotta
Yeah,
think
yeah.
for a second.
the kid Bam.
There you go.
What?
You an expert.
I was saying, you an expert. You get your expert card.
Man. Damn, bro.
Now, granted, Jaron Boots Ennis don't supposed to be there yet, but
I feel what you're saying.
I know what you're saying.
projecting him.
Right.
I got you.
You feel
Same
what I'm
thing I
saying?
did with Crawford. Same thing I did with Crawford
See,
years ago.
I mean, Bam is a phenomenal fighter, so I'm glad you said that. He belongs in that, and he's one.
I could have went Inoue.
Yeah.
But
in a way, B-Ball, you know what I'm saying, guys like that.
Could have won B-Ball.
Listen,
Yeah.
which leads me to this question. Eddie Hearn, this is my dream fight, which is Bam and Inoue.
Yeah.
And now Eddie is talking about, they're in conversations. It could possibly happen.
Right now, they 7 pounds apart. Right now. Right this second.
But if they meet, how does that fight play out?
Well, what weight class is Bam at?
Bam is at 115, Inoue is at 122.
Thought Inoue was at 126.
Nah, not yet.
He talked about moving up,
but he ain't at 126 yet.
he's still undisputed at 122.
Me, I
That'll
would
be-
love for them
that-
to meet at 118.
That'll be a rough one, man. That's a great fucking
pick 'em
fight,
fight.
man.
Yeah.
That's a pick 'em fight.
Yeah.
Because it's really gonna come down to if Bam could take Inoue power.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
I think that's.
You feel what I'm
I
saying?
And
think
if-
Bam
and if
is the
Inoue
better-
could
the more
connect-
skilled fighter.
If he can connect flush, you know what I'm saying, with Bam's movements, you know,
Yeah,
his
bro.
angles.
Inoue's been dropped, right?
Yeah.
Bam is
Bam
putting
could
people
crack.
down. He can crack. Now,
Yeah.
if that
But they
power,
both could crack.
No, no
But,
doubt.
yeah.
If the power carries to 122 or wherever they
Right.
meet, then
Good question.
But skill for skill, when you watch Bam's angles and how diligent he is in that ring, I think he's a better fighter than Inoue. I think
No.
Inoue has a little bounce and he's
Right,
quick
right,
with
right.
it, but
And
he
his style
also
is
makes
effective.
mistakes.
Right.
And I think Bam makes less mistakes in the ring. That's my opinion. Either way, it's a phenomenal fight.
You know,
bro.
you never know till you get in there
Yeah, till you
and a
get in.
motherfucker punch a motherfucker and you see a nigga reaction.
Yeah.
Then
That's
you're like,
true.
nah, he can't handle this shit.
Yeah.
You know, cause you gotta understand, Cool Boy Steph is a big guy, bro. Think about that. He's a big guy.
He's bigger than Inoue. I saw him today. I was like,
He's a big guy for 122. Think about that.
that's why he's moving
great
up
fighter.
a couple of weight classes.
It's not like he's a great fucking fighter. And Inoue stopped him.
Yeah,
So that tell you that his punching power
it's serious.
goes up.
Goes up in weight
His shit
classes.
goes up
Yeah,
in weight classes.
That's true. That's true.
You feel what
Trust
I'm
me,
saying?
I ain't saying it's gonna be easy
Absolutely.
for Bam.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like Ashaki Foster didn't drop Cool Boy.
Yeah. And he's bigger than
And he
Cool
walk
Boy.
around at one fucking 45, 150.
He's a big dude compared to, yeah.
So
Inoue can crack.
Inoue can fucking crack. We talk about a guy that's coming up from 115. You
Exactly.
know how little 115 fucking pounds is.
Yeah.
Like, and then gotta go up and then face a
A big puncher.
Monster.
We'll see. Hopefully it happens. Give him Untold. Before we get out of here,
Bet. We do this all the time, and we know you got stories and you tell them well. Untold story that you never told in public.
untold story that I never told in public.
yeah, a story that people had never heard you say on camera, during an interview, or nothing. That maybe only your close circle knows.
I mean, it's one story I don't think nobody know but my household.
Damn. All right. Let us have it.
Like, probably like, maybe like 11 years ago. Probably was like 30, 37 or something, 38. I was sleeping and shit, you know. Me and my wife was sleeping and shit. And I woke up in the morning, like early, 5 in the morning. And it was a whole fucking puddle on the bed. And I jumped up, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, babe, you pissed in the fucking bed? And she jumped up, she looked, she was like, oh my. She was like, no, I'm dry.
You peed yourself. Nobody ever know Gillie P the bad.
I swore he was gonna make up something else.
I
My
thought he was
whole
gonna say something
family
funny.
was calling me
Me too.
Pissy Gil.
So nobody know that? Nobody know that story out?
You know why? You was probably having
Were
a
you
dream.
drunk? Were you drinking?
You was
Bro,
having a dream
no, I
that you
wasn't
was
drinking,
peeing.
bro. But yo, what was crazy was my reaction when I woke up. I'm like, the fuck?
You blaming
I was-
somebody else.
It was a whole puddle. I'm like, God damn, babe, you pissed in the bed. And she popped up like, you know, motherfucker coming out they sleep. They look down. She seen it. She like, oh my God. She like, oh no, I'm not wet. And then I'm like,
Do you remember dreaming if you was in the bathroom?
man, I remember waking up and pissed, man. I thought my wife pissed in the bed.
Take all the sheets, everything gotta get
And
washed.
then you know how embarrassing it was that it was me.
But who told the kids though?
Like my wife. What you talking about? How he gonna jump up? He thought I pissed in the bed. They like,
Are your kids funny like you that start cracking on you?
What? They like, damn, what's going on? Like you pissing in the bed, like pissy Gil.
Damn.
Like my wife was calling me that
I'm
all
sorry,
day.
but they about to call you that again for a little
Hey,
while.
listen, man, it ain't never happened again. You know what I mean?
That was
I
it.
didn't- you know, I don't know what I was dreaming about that night, but obviously I was at the toilet taking a piss, but I really wasn't at the toilet. So,
All right, yo.
Appreciate you,
Yo, lastly, give me your 3 dream fights that need to happen in boxing. Could happen this year, next year, whatever, but 3 fights, matchups that have to happen.
okay, first and foremost is Shakur and Devin Haney. I want to see that so
More than
fucking
Shakur and Tank?
I think that you could put that second. Tank, and not necessarily Shakur, Tank in any of them.
Okay.
Tank and
Devin, Shakur,
Devin, Shakur,
Keyshawn.
any of them. So that's 2. And
By the way, Keyshawn Creep is on that top 10 pound for pound list, in my opinion, but go ahead.
top 10.
Yeah.
But he also like Boots.
Yeah.
You know, we know the talent is there. We know,
exactly.
but we just got to see the
evidence.
We just got to see the fights. That's all. It's only a matter of time. You know what I mean? And Boots and well, I can't say Virgil because we know they don't even want that to happen. Boots and Fundora.
Okay. Boots Fundora, Tank.
Who don't want the Boots and Ortiz
Ortiz
fight?
don't want that shit, man.
No, Ortiz want the fight.
No way.
It's the Golden
No
Boy situation
way.
now.
No.
Ortiz want
See,
the
that's
fight.
the emotional
Yeah,
side
that's the
right
Philly
there.
talk
That's
right
the
there.
Philly emotional right there.
He want
That's
that.
the Philly.
What they gotta say about it?
He's a real
I
fighter. He's a-
low-key want Virgil to see this and get a
Yeah.
little salty
Oh,
at me. Fucking me, don't want the
One
fight.
thing about-
I want the fight, dude.
Nah, he
I want it
a
right
fighter.
fucking
He a real
now.
fighter.
Virgil
I know,
fight
I
anybody.
know.
Virgil fight anybody.
No,
So
you know
hopefully it
what-
happens.
You know what fight I would love to see?
Oh.
I'm talking about absolutely love to fucking see
Right.
Boots and Charlo.
Oh,
Word?
which one? Though?
Jamel Charlo.
Jamel. Okay.
154.
Okay, yeah, but that's a good fight.
He mentioned his name.
Yeah. Oh, he did say
He mentioned his name.
Because one thing about Charlo, he gonna talk some shit. He gonna be talking that shit. I'm gonna stop your little ass, nigga, and all that. He gonna talk that shit.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And that'll be a good fucking rumble.
Gil, real
That's a good
quick.
one. That's a good one.
Do you
That's a good
guys, do you regret the call when you had Bud on and called Boots and the whole thing that happened with Wallo posting the messages? Anything you would change about that whole scenario?
No, because when we got around Bud, you feel what I'm saying? We explained to him that Bud, this was just boxing, bro.
Right.
Like if we hit you and you said, man, that bitch ass nigga, okay, hold, that's not boxing.
But he still said you want to see another dead body. It's
But
still
we talking about boxing, bro. We
I know.
talking about boxing. Like, yo, good win tonight, bro. You know Boots next.
Right.
Oh, y'all must want to see another dead body. Yes, we talk about boxing. We not
Yeah, but
talking
we
about...
talking about it, but not showing it to the world. That's a
But-
private conversation.
Okay, and when he felt some type of way, we immediately initiated the
Okay.
apology. If you
Okay.
feel some type
Yeah,
of way.
yeah,
Okay, we didn't
It's
know
not-
that.
Our job is to promote the boxing, bro. All of this makes y'all event bigger. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, this what I don't understand, right? This is the craziest shit to me about boxers. right? If I gotta get in there and fight you anyway,
Right.
this is fucking mono. We don't got no teammates that can help. We gotta do this anyway.
Right.
Why not talk some shit to each other and have the most motherfuckers that could possibly watch the fight watching the fight?
I mean, I agree with promotion.
Yeah, but
It don't. At the
No,
end
you're
of the
absolutely-
day,
you're absolutely
it
right. It
doesn't
sells.
matter what nobody says. Me and you is going to get in the ring and fight regardless. Regardless of what anything that's said, you're going to get in the ring and try to punch my fucking brains out, and I'm going to get in the ring and try to punch your fucking biscuit off. Like, what are we talking? Why not sell the fight?
I get that, but you can't force somebody to be that type of person because he's gonna give you a fight in the ring,
no,
which
but
is essentially
it's
what you
not
want.
even about that. It's just about a text message that's still between me and you. It's private, so it's a relationship over promotion.
But I understand what the objective.
Any other kind of promotion, yes.
Right.
But not a text message
Yeah.
because that's private.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
That's
I
all.
mean, and if
He done said plenty private things to me that would go viral.
No, but you gotta understand, we are viral. Bro, I could walk out this motherfucking door right now and I could whip my phone out and do a video and I could just be talking some shit. And before the end of the night it's gonna have 1 million views on my page.
In your mind, you was helping.
In our mind, it's like, this is gonna go to the press. Right. It's gonna be everywhere. It's gonna make big for the fight.
It's gonna build the fight.
It's gonna build the fight.
I see that line
It's
of
not
thought.
anything that's remotely disrespectful. Like, we're talking boxing. If he would have responded, oh man, fuck that nigga. Oh, okay, that's something different. That's personal. This ain't. You feel that? Like,
I got you.
When we interviewing Terrence and we put him on the phone with Boots, it's like, bro, we just selling the fight, bro.
Yeah.
We ain't. When you understand how this truly goes, you understand that I'm a professional boxer, but I'm also an enter-fucking-tainer. Okay? You know who make the least money? The boxers that's not really enter-fucking-tainers. Floyd Mayweather, when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he wasn't making 1/10 of the money he was making when he was Money Mayweather. Because you know why? Pretty Boy Floyd just went in there and beat you the fuck up, did regular fucking interviews, and was a regular cool fucking dude. Yeah, he don't want no smoke with me. He can't beat me. When he started doing shit like this at the interviews and entertaining.
I don't know if it was that.
What
Throwing money.
What you mean? That made the motherfucking Spanish community say, we hope you get your fucking ass whipped. You up there doing a salsa and you're doing it wrong, nigga.
And you're doing it wrong.
Ass. He ain't even doing it right. He's doing whip his fucking ass. So, bro, that's entertainment, bro.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it don't matter what I get up here and do because me and you got to get in the ring and fight anyway.
That's true.
So I might as well give everybody in this fucking room
A show.
something to leave with, something to post, something to talk about, because we're trying to sell pay-per-views.
Who's the
Right.
most entertaining boxer in boxing today? Who's the biggest star?
The biggest star in boxing today, if we going off of like,
Overall, everything.
you would have to say Anthony Joshua, man. I mean, motherfuckers selling out 89,000 seats at the fucking what's it called?
The Wembley Stadium and all that.
Right.
No, I mean, that's a good point, but what about in America?
Okay. I would say the biggest star in American boxing, Gervonta Tank Davis.
That's safe to say. Even still, with everything that's going on, you don't agree with that?
He don't even talk.
Do you agree with that?
Oh, he's one of the biggest stars.
he's
Him,
one-
Canelo.
No, but you gotta
Ryan.
understand. You gotta understand.
Absolutely.
Tank.
Bigger than Canelo?
I
know
mean,
Canelo's
Canelo's
not
more
bigger
of a
than Canelo.
Mexican. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm thinking.
I know what you mean.
Just
American.
United States,
Right,
America.
got
The
it.
kid was
Oh,
born in the States.
yes.
Yeah.
I would have to say Gervonta Tank Davis. And granted, too, he got a lot of outside shit that's going on that makes him bigger. You got to understand, what I base this off of is that when Tank fights, I get calls that I never get. ever in the history
That's
of fucking life.
no, that's a
true.
fact.
No, no, no,
They don't have to be boxing fans. They
no.
still want to see him.
Right. When Tank fights, my fucking daughter is talking about, Dad, can I order the fight? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? You don't even watch boxing. You don't, what the fuck are you talking about? Can you order the fight?
True.
Like, oh, no, cause Tank fighting tonight. Don't even know who the niggas fighting. Like,
And he didn't.
it don't even matter.
But
like,
he,
it's
hold
like-
on, I got
he
a
didn't
name
become
for
a
you, though.
star. He didn't become a star by being entertaining, except in the ring.
No, but you got
his swag
But I got a
outside the
name
ring.
for you. I got a name for you. I
but
got.
you gotta understand this too.
What's up?
Javante Davis had the best possible setup that you can possibly
Floyd
fucking
gave him the
have
alley?
in
Hold on,
life.
Is that
He
what you
was
saying?
fighting on Floyd Mayweather's
Undercard.
undercards, bro.
Yeah.
He was the biggest nigga in the world at the time. So if you, the biggest nigga in the world, and I'm your fighter, and I'm fighting on your undercard, and every time I fucking fight, I put a nigga in the grave, what the fuck you think gonna happen
Hold
for
on.
me?
Let me throw a name at you.
What?
Jake Paul.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Tank
too.
bigger than Jake Paul.
Oh, I wasn't thinking that.
I'm saying star in boxing. You gotta be real. He's transcended boxing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes.
He making more money than basically almost everybody.
I think cultural wise, absolutely. Absolutely. I think, you know, shout out to Jake E doing his thing.
Right.
Even for Jake to even be mentioned
Right.
in that
It's
is
huge.
like
It's crazy.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
But I think that Tank got some other shit, man.
I give it to
You know,
him.
Jake more or less understands the entertainment aspect of this shit.
Right, he does.
More than, that's where he kick everybody ass at, on the entertainment aspect of it.
Right.
You know, he done took a couple losses, you know what I mean? Tank, you know, motherfuckers believe that Tank is gonna put your dick in the dirt.
Yeah. No doubt.
Like, they like, okay, it's round 7, he might have lost 3 or 4 rounds so far, but here it comes.
Here it comes.
Okay, we in round 8. Bam! Oh shot! Damn! Tank like so.
Nah,
you know,
he got that.
like
Tank,
niggas like.
and not
they
only
don't-
that, he's still one of the most skilled boxers in all of boxing.
Absolutely.
Too.
Any
So
guy-
once
any
he's back
guy-
in the mix,
Hands
he's
down.
on that list. Thank
Any-
you, Mr. Boxing Expert, Gillie Da King.
They was dying to argue about my motherfucking top 5. They couldn't even say nothing.
Nothing.
Had to take that shit on the chin.
He caught that. I see. I want to do some pad work in the gym, but I want you on the court though, because I think you think, because I'm Rican, I bet.
Look, you just tried to bump him. He ain't move. He be like,
Yeah.
All I'm gonna do is sit back.
All I'm saying is.
That's all I'm gonna do is sit
all
back
I'm saying
from
is.
back here. As soon as you come, I'm going right by.
All I'm saying is, I don't know, and tell me if I'm wrong. Too many Puerto Ricans that's great at basketball. Now, we was talking about soccer,
I'll tell you some NBA work.
baseball. I don't even want to fuck with you. I ain't even going out there.
How about Barrera that played for the
See, he
Mavericks?
naming one motherfucker in the
So
history
what?
of the league.
But was he nice? And he was little.
That nigga-
Nice as hell.
Little to the motherfucker. He was like, my height, cooking
Shooting
shit.
brains
Hey, hold on.
deep.
Carlos Arroyo, too.
Arroyo.